Hello. So I saw that Sue Cullum had shared my last little post, and I thought, if, as everybody's probably going to be quite bored inside, my mate Steve's doing something similar. He's been doing videos a lot longer. Because she said I would have been demoing Earth and Fire, I thought maybe do some little bits, and if it was interesting, she might share them. If not, not. So I just thought I'd do a little bit of one of the new sort of T-bowl forms that I've been, well, I don't know if they're T-bowls really, it's just sort of like a bowly, cylindry form with a lot of texture on it. A bit like, I know a lot of people liking the soda silicate and stuff, but I just wanted a bit more than just a stretched texture really, because I quite like seeing how far you can just sort of push it on the wheel. So start off with, I sort of throw up a very chunky cylinder, and then dig my fingers into it a bit, start bringing out these fins of clay that come off it. And this, I first started doing this with porcelain a bit ago, and bit by bit I'm trying it with this clay, which is a mix of all of Valentine's black. So there's some chunk in here, there's some of the smooth, I think there's a bit of the red in here, and some V9A. It's just a random mix. I'm sort of having a little play while I've got nothing better to do. When I was doing it with porcelain, I was sort of a bit of a weird, I had a little thought like this when I was at uni and then didn't do it. And then when I was working out of Stoke, a friend Stuart had a collection of Buller's domestic ware, and they did porcelain insulators, and that made me sort of think of this. I really like texture, so I sort of, I don't know if they're related or not. Everything swirls around in your brain and just does what it wants really, and you just do things that you think might look nice. But I'm just trying to wonder where I've got the thoughts from really. Got no idea why I've come up with this. I just thought it might be nice. So I sort of like really have a go at it like that, and then try and pick up that base and lift out. This is where you got to be pretty gentle, because you can easily rip it open. Try and lift that out into more of like what you, and this would be probably sort of like a T-bowl shape, but it's not really a T-bowl. It's not a proper T-bowl. It's just that sort of size cylinder, I suppose. And just try and get it, sort of trying to see the form inside the texture a bit as well, and just stretch it a bit, because there's a hell of a lot of weight in these because of the amount of clay on the side, and sometimes it's quite a heavy base just to get the shape how you want. But these are more sort of like art, I suppose you'd call them art pieces than, I mean, they can be functional, but I like the bigger ones as well. But it's more just about playing with form and stuff. So that's how I met those. And I quite like the really aggressive nature of the textures that you can't really get with slips and stuff, like all this going on here and stuff. And that'll either be, if that comes out as a nice black clay, it might just have a liner glaze on the inside like a gold or something. I'm playing with that idea, or maybe some splashes of Shino on it and ash, and see if the Shino and stuff goes gold, and because it does quite often with a bit of manganese underneath it and that. And just see how that all turns out really, because as we're stuck at home for the foreseeable future, I thought I may as well start playing with these ideas. But I really like these sort of cuts and stuff, and I don't know, might be because of rock climbing and Peak District and all that. I don't really have an active sort of plan when I'm making stuff. I just make what I think might be nice. I don't really use mood boards and stuff like that. Not that you shouldn't if you want to. Just I just let me subconscious decide really. But I quite like these, and hopefully they will prove to be liked by other people. Okay, that's it. Bye.